Judiciary and retired NYPD Officer Bill Stanton. Gentlemen, thanks for joining the Evening Edit debate panel tonight. So let's go to you first, Congressman. Your reaction to the Wall Street Journal reporting that President Trump ignored his party's advice, got tough on the border, and now polls show Trump is drawing more support from Hispanic voters than any GOP nominee since George W. Bush, and that Trump's support among black voters is trending stronger than any GOP nominee in 50 years, dating back to 1972. What do you think?
Well, I think it's nice to see the Wall Street Journal on the side of border security rather than cheap labor, with all due respect to my friends at the Journal. For too long, Republicans were on that side of the coin, and now the American people are reacting. They're responding. And you saw last night at the convention, you saw moms speaking out, right? You saw them talking about the horrific stories of losing a loved one, a child, to fentanyl poisoning. And a lot of America was awakened to that last night because they saw the speech. But I've been talking about it for years because there are moms right here in my district. Janelle Rodriguez right down the road in San Marcos. Stephanie Turner in Austin, who lost her son Tucker 3 years ago. I could go down a list of dozens of moms I've been meeting with who have lost their kids to fentanyl. We've been trying to raise this alarm bell now for years. President Trump was talking about this a long time ago. And now the American people are reacting, and they're coming and they're showing up. And last night was a testament that this election is about the people. This is the people responding to a swamp, to an establishment, to a large government that has forgotten them. The forgotten men and women who want their country back. They want to live secure. And the Hispanic community, they're just like every other American. They want security. They want freedom. They're tired of cartels. They're tired of fentanyl. They're tired of Lisbeth Medina being found in a bathroom, or Laken Riley getting killed in Georgia. They want safety and security just like every other American. So you're darn right Donald Trump is doing well with Hispanic voters, as will Ted Cruz in Texas, and as will Republicans across the country.
So, Bill, you heard what the congressman said. There were powerful speeches last night, including from the brother of Rachel Morin, the mother of 5 children, murdered last year by an illegal alien and an MS-13 gang member. That's the suspect. Let's listen to the speeches from the brother and from a mom whose son was killed due to fentanyl poisoning in the border crisis. Watch this.
The monster arrested for killing Rachel entered the U.S. unlawfully after killing a woman in El Salvador. Joe Biden and his designated border czar, Kamala Harris, opened our borders to him and others like him, empowering them to victimize the innocent. Yet, to this day, we have not heard from Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. They never apologized.
My family and I were living in Southern California when President Biden took office and opened our borders. My Weston was 15. We did everything right. I had those conversations with him, and fentanyl still found my son. And on February 27th, 2022, our lives were shattered and our baby was gone. This was not an overdose, it was a poisoning.
Bill, emotional speeches there. Americans are saying enough, enough, shut the border. What do you say, Bill?
Liz, thank you for having me, because this is an emotional subject and this hit really hard. What we're seeing from our president with Afghanistan and the pullout and our GIs being murdered, to the border and these people speaking, and now Fire Chief Comperator that happened on Saturday losing his life from law enforcement failing to do their job. Now, I'm not criticizing the individual men and women that put their life on the line. What I am criticizing are the appointed, the people in power, where they say the buck stops with them. It is the blind, willfully blind, following the willfully blind. When we see Director Cheadle go up in front of Congress, I guarantee you she's going to say, I have to get back to you. I can't about that. And it's horrible, and it needs to stop.
Congressman Roy, Bill Stanton, gentlemen, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll have you back on again soon.